Hey everyone, Rimshot here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's the day, I'm doing it. My spoiler review of Sue Wilkowski's The Bad Luck Chair. Sorry I took so long to make it. I was bombarded with Wattpad books to read, and Instagram videos to make. I'm thinking about letting one of those accounts go. Probably Wattpad. It's about time I started writing my books on Kindle Direct Publishing. My only reason for writing on Wattpad is to see what people think of it beforehand before publishing it for real and getting paid for it. And as always, until January 20th, 2030, my identity, including my real name, will remain top secret thanks to the magical United Nations government, an organization responsible for the veil that hides all supernatural phenomena, and the hidden cities in the United States called the Theodorian Hinterlands. Sonic Charge, a member of my superhero team, Rash, consisting of me, Anaconda, him, and Higre, has most of his roots in the Theodorian Hinterlands. But because of the veil, he can't access his TH powers. But enough about that. We have to get on with the video about the Bad Luck Chair. And be warned, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't read the book, go to your local library, bookstore, and book website and read it before you come back and watch this video. You have been warned. The Bad Luck Chair is about a girl named Addison Darby, whose real first name is revealed at the end to be Peony after the flower, which I will discuss the lore of. Peony goes to the fictional Brookside Elementary School, where the fabled Bad Luck Chair resides. Every kid in every classroom knew about it. Its legend was passed from friend to friend, old-timer to newcomer, buster to walker. Even if you were lucky enough to never have seen it, you knew what it looked like. Every kid did. Its top right corner was chipped and one leg was slime green. The dark, dreadful stain on its seat was shaped like a skull, and it had initials carved deep into its back. Bad luck initials. BL. Page 4. According to Peony's best friend Samuel as he recites the legend of it, the legend says that long time ago there was a kid named Bart Levitt. Bart had black hair and gold eyes and ate live bugs for lunch. And he wore the same shirt to school every day. It was brown and it had silver hexagon buttons. Sam drew a hexagon in the air with his finger. Bart liked hanging around the old cemetery across from the park, Sam went on. Kids saw him there all the time, after school, on weekends, sometimes even at night. Then one day Bart disappeared. Just like that, he was gone, and he never came back. Well, actually, not never. 6 weeks after he disappeared, Sam explained, his voice lower, kids walked into their classroom, and sitting on the seat of Bart's old chair was a button, one silver hexagon button. And carved into the back of the chair were his initials, BL. Some say Bart wasn't really a kid, he was a ghost. No one knows for sure, but everyone knows that Bart came back for one last visit and cursed his chair. He made it the Bad Luck Chair, and since that day, anyone who sits in it gets cursed with bad luck. Pages 8 through 9. I've said in my non-spoiler video that some superstitions have a basis in reality, because they have their origins, like Friday the 13th. Although I've always wondered why the curses in those superstitions are always death curses, instead of just bad luck. It could be that curses become more disastrous with time. The teacher, Mrs. Stern, of course, doesn't believe it, and orders Peony to sit in the haunted chair. Honestly, adults are really oblivious. But also, why would this goddamn teacher force a student to do something they are clearly uncomfortable doing? Regardless if it seems like a nonsensical story, she shouldn't make a student do something that they are uncomfortable doing. Teachers should know better than to do that shit. Mrs. Stern, honestly, you've been nominated Teacher of the Year in my book. To hell? Even with the proof that the students who've heard of this chair, which has claimed 3 innocent kids, including Jonathan Lucky O'Dale, who got it the worst, Mrs. Stern just frickin' brushes them off. Like, this has gotta be a joke. Then again, a lot of teachers weren't enlightened enough to believe in the supernatural. Man, I wish we went back to those days when superstition was the norm. Why else would people have been fascinated with it back then? Remember how it was in those Disney movies? Nobody gave a shit about a living puppet, a walking, talking fox and cat, fairies, or even an enchanted castle. People panicking in these supernatural events would not have been realistic. Keep that modern shit in the present. Also, it's sad that kids are the sensible individuals who see through a lot more shit than adults, including supernatural shit. I'm looking at you, Chihiro. This is another reason why I miss being a kid. Then again, I'm young at heart, so I haven't lost my abilities and my beliefs. Also, there are some kids that have been brainwashed by adults into losing their beliefs, and therefore their abilities and sense. Like Brittany in the book. What a stupid freaking bitch. But anyways, enough of my ranting. We have to get on. Apparently the curse that the chair inflicts on the students is that it strips you of what makes you your best self. A math whiz fails a math test and loses his opportunity to go into the Math Olympics. A ballet dancer breaks her toe and can't dance for the dance recital. An extremely blessed kid loses his blessings. And it's amazing how Peony, Samuel, and their new friend Katie Adeo, whose brother Jonathan was the one who lost his good luck for good, trying to break the curse, and now he's searching for clues to break the curse. Before getting the clues, they had to answer a quiz on Jonathan's computer. Now, Jonathan is a science whiz, and because of that, trying to break a curse is easy for him. But he's unfortunately not the one who can do it. That's actually very interesting because science can help with anything, just as much as magic, because magic is a science. And when it comes to blessings and curses, it's all about the laws of probability, right? Apparently the only way to break a curse is to know its history, find the right person for the job, have him or her gather the correct pieces for it, and have him or her perform a ritual. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, that's exactly what happens. As for finding the chosen one, that's difficult, but not impossible. When on Jonathan's computer, they have to take a test to see if Peony is the chosen one. Katie read question 1 aloud for the screen. How old are you? 9, almost 10. But you're still 9, right? Katie asked. Yep, my birthday's not until May, Addie answered. And as she did, she thought about how much fun it would be to have a small party this year and invite Sam and Katie. Katie typed 9 into the computer. The words correct, please continue appeared. Okay, Katie said. Good. Number 2, what grade are you in? You know what grade I'm in, Addie answered. I know, but let's do this right. Like John would've, okay? Okay, I'm in 4th grade, Addie answered. Correct, please continue. What room number were you in when you sat in the chair? 36. Correct, please continue. What was the outside air temperature when you sat in it? I'm not sure, Addie answered. It was about the same as it is today. What's today's temperature? Katie got up from the chair and looked at the thermometer suctioned to the outside of the den window. It's 30 degrees. Okay, about 30 degrees then, Addie said. She bit her lip and waited. Correct, please continue. What color is your hair? You can't see what color her hair is? Sam asked. Of course I can see, but I want to do this the right way. Just answer the questions, Addie, okay? Fine, brown, correct, please continue. Eye color? Brown, correct, please continue. Boy or girl? Girl, correct, please continue. First letter of your last name? D for Darby, correct, please continue. The next question is the last, Katie said. Everyone cross your fingers. If this answer is correct, Addie is the person, the only person who can reverse the curse. She shook her hands out. Addie, you ready? I'm in Readyville. It's an easy one, Katie said. Tell me the first letter of your first name. Page 61 to 63. Katie went back to the desk and entered the first letter of Addie's real first name into the computer. P. Correct. Information complete. Individual located. P, Katie called to Addie. You're the one. You're the one who can reverse the curse. Page 70. See what science can do to find answers? Same applies to magic. It's important that the destined one is found, but it's also important that he or she knows how to break the curse. Also, it's important that they are given the proper materials to break that curse. And that's exactly what happens. How to reverse the curse of the bad luck chair. Step 1. Remove the correct piece. Step 2. Change its direction to make it opposite. Step 3. Keep it close. Step 4. At time of birth, birthday backwards, set chair inside of water and sit. Step 5. Surrounded by 42 and spin by way of hand 2 times for each plus 1 time reverse to equal 13. Step 6. Count up to the number between, find the right rhyme, and scream. Page 74. It's like a word puzzle according to Peony. I'll explain all the clues. First, removing the correct piece, which is a bolt, according to Peony, something they clued in on by listing the victims of the chair. The 4 after Jonathan and before Peony, whose first initials spell out the word bolt. Second, changing its direction and make it opposite means to magnetize the bolt from negative to positive, turning its negative probability, aka bad luck, into positive probability, or good luck. Third, keep it close, meaning to wear it during the ritual, but it will only protect you for a short time. Fourth, at time of birth, birthday backwards, set chair in sight of water and sit. Peony's birthday is May 2nd, and the time she was born was 12:01 p.m. So her birthday backwards, 5/2 to 2/5, is February 5th. So at that exact date and time, she had to put the chair in sight of water from a nearby brook where she can see it and sit in it. Fifth, surrounded by 42 and spin by way of hand, 2 times for each plus 1 time reverse to equal 13. In other words, the chair and Peony have to be surrounded by 21 kids holding 42 hands together. Spin around her to the left 12 times to represent John and Peony, who were the first and last sitters times the 4 sitters after John and before Peony. Then spin around her to the right 13 times, which is 12 plus 1, the 1 being Peony. The 6, count up to the number between, find the right rhyme and scream. That was only figured out until the end. Counting up to the number between, although not mentioned, is the 4 victims of the chair, and finding the right rhyme and scream means she has to make the number 4 rhyme with another word and scream it aloud into the sky. In this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, this chair will give bad luck no more. Doing all this reversed the curse for good. This story was such a thrill ride. I will say this though, trying to reverse a curse can often be a dangerous business, especially for children, but teamwork will always make the dream work. Also, as you already know, Peony's name is also the name of a flower that represents good fortune, as well as love and friendship, all of which are what Peony possesses from her friends and family. Jonathan and Peony are no different in names. Jonathan is a Hebrew name, meaning graced by God, which is significant because of his nickname Lucky, because, well, he's lucky. Blessed is the correct term for it, I suppose. But ultimately, he's not the one who can break the curse, but the one who solves the clues on how to break the curse. And God can bless people, but his name in your name alone is not enough to do it. Usually, it's the ones without God in their names that saves the day. In this case, it's a flower. Most people with God in their names don't live up to their names. Some can be pretty nasty and mean. It's important to give meaningful names to people, and it's important that we live up to our names and our root, like I'm doing and have been doing since I first started utilizing my abilities. This has been your host, Raymond Blake, novelist, shaman, and aspiring real-life superhero. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.